heard so much.
Well, we're out here on the leading edge, and we're appreciating your willingness to take us there and then go there with us.
Absolutely loved what you just went through with that man, because I try to stay happy and leave my children alone.
Yeah.
And I learned the hard way because they told me, leave me alone. Especially as they grow up. I've been drawn to so many spiritual things to enlighten me and give me the happiness.
I've been drawn to so many things that were the next logical step for my satisfaction.
Absolutely.
Law of attraction has matched me up with whatever I've been ready for, whenever I've been ready.
Absolutely.
Isn't that a nice way of saying that?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It all started for me, I think Wayne Dyer probably started it for me when I got sober 28 years ago. And I was forced to go into a spiritual, I was forced to go into a spiritual place. I didn't believe in any God or anything like that because I had been brought up with a bad one. And started getting on that path. And then more and more and more and more and more came to me. The things came to me because I was living in that place of, okay, I do have this awesome higher power that loves me, this source that wants everything for me, and the things came to me. And then I got cocky. And I started zeroing in on those that it was starting to give me stress because I had everything so quickly in the way I wanted it, manifested it.
That's a sort of natural thing for this reason. So as you've been living life, sifting and sorting, you have this big pile of things that you desire. And then when you click into more allowing than you have been doing, then more of those things manifest. But the thing that sometimes happens is there is still an attention on the manifestations. And we always speak this to you with some deliberate vocabulary because we do want you to manifest. You are here as physical manifested beings with these senses that help you to interpret this reality in what you want to call real life or ultimate manifestation. And yet at the same time, we don't want you to get dependent upon the manifestations. So here you are, you have a bunch of things you want, you become more allowing than usual, and a bunch of those things manifest. It's easy to get fixated on the manifestation, but then you sort of miss the whole point of it. Through a lot of your lives, you have been wanting but denying yourself, and wanting but denying yourself, and wanting and denying yourself without even knowing it, by wanting and doubting and wanting and doubting and wanting and doubting. And it's like you pulled your rubber band back. Then you hear something from Wayne Dyer or from Abraham or from someone that helps you understand that it would be good for you to chill a little bit. And when you do, you let go and off you go into all of these wonderful manifestations. But then you get hooked on manifestations. And so we've just been fine-tuning to help you to realize that manifestations are a good thing. Just don't need the manifestation more than you are enjoying the journey of getting there. And this is why we said those blunt words to you earlier that we really want you to take to heart. You're never going to get it done, which means there's always going to be something unfinished. And if you are hung up on things needing to be finished before you can feel good, you're never going to be satisfied a day in your life, because there's always going to be a whole bunch of new things that you've just stirred up that aren't manifested yet. So we want you to get used to the fact that things are in the process of becoming. Let's say you've got 20 subjects going on that are active within you. Some of them you're on the brink of full manifestation and you're really going to like it when it happens. Some of them you're really far away from, but you're still enjoying the journey as the process is unfolding. Each of those 20 things, and there are always more, are somewhere along this evolutionary stage. And if you are accustomed to just looking for the reason to savor wherever you are, then you feel satisfaction about this. An idea can be so satisfying even though you are not ready for the full manifestation of it. And so this is a helpful conversation. We're trying to wean you away from needing the manifestation in order to feel good, so that you can feel good and therefore have the manifestation. Go figure. In other words, we want you to have the manifestations, but if you want the manifestation before you're ready for it, then in your dissatisfaction, you hold it off. So we're back to Esther's complaint. So if I don't need it, then I can have it. But if I need it, I can't have it. We say, you got to figure out how to make these energies work for you. You just got to figure out. And the easiest way we know is just to decide, I want to be satisfied now. What can I focus upon that gives me satisfaction? And sometimes you might be so fixated on things that aren't satisfying that you just need a lobotomy. We don't recommend it. It's starting over in a whole uncomfortable way. you want meditation. Meditation will take you all the way down to non-resistance.
And I love your Vortex meditation CD. I listen to it every single night.
This meditation is a little different from that, in that this meditation that we are encouraging goes like this. So you sit in a comfortable room and wear comfortable clothing and focus on something that isn't very important, like the ticking of a clock. Esther downloaded one of those the other day. Or the flickering of a flame, or the dripping of a faucet, or even your own breathing. Just focus upon something that requires attention but isn't very interesting. So you're focusing upon it and bringing your thought back to that and bringing your thought back to that. And in the process of that, by taking your attention from other things that are active, like taking the garbage to the curb or feeding the cat or any number of the thousands of things that you're thinking of in a day, as you focus upon those things that are very slow in vibration, you will quiet your mind, and when you do, then your true natural vibrational nature can become dominant and will call you into vibrational alignment. And then from there, wonderful things happen. The other day, Esther meditated on her own, and then a friend who had also been meditating joined her, and they sat in her garden listening to a little stream that is flowing. And her friend said, "Ooh, I'll bet this would be a good sound to meditate to." So they decided to just sit there and listen to the stream. And both of them went into an even deeper meditation that they'd been in before. Almost as soon as they sat and received that sort of place of detachment, an airplane flew over, and then another one, and then another one. It was really unusual for them to even be there. And neither one of them lost their place. And later, as they were walking and talking about how powerful that had been and how good it had felt, Esther said, "You know, that's sort of like real life, where we're trying to stay tuned to something that feels good in a chaotic world around us. There are always things happening all around you, because people are creating their own reality all around you, and you could use your physical senses to notice them. But if you're really tuned to who you really are, then you can stay focused where you are no matter what's going on around you. And it's how you bring order to the chaotic universe. It's how you benefit from the chaos or the vast diversity and bring it into the focused creation that you as a creator mean to do. Isn't that nice to know? You don't have to distract yourself from real life. You don't have to lock yourself in a room or put yourself in a place where life can't touch you. You say things to us like, "Abraham, I've been listening to you and I'm feeling so much better, but those people at work are so negative." And we say, if you're still noticing the negative people at work, then you're really not in the vibrational place that you think that you are. Because when you're in the vibrational place that you want to be, people at work can be negative and it will not bother you. And you will not need to demand the change in that condition in order for you to be blissfully living happily ever after. Because life is a perceptual thing, isn't it? Yeah.
It took me a lot of pain to get to that point of that wanting to just be happy, because I had to take down a marriage and I had to leave a...
We hear you, and we are really happy that you've moved through that. But it did not take a lot of pain to get there. Unless you're saying, because I didn't really know what I was doing, the more pain I felt, the more desire I had, and I still didn't know what I was doing, so the more pain I had, the more desire I had, and I still didn't know what I was doing, so the more pain I had, the more desire I had, until the desire was just so compelling that I kept slipping into it accidentally. And maybe that's the way a lot of you are living, but it does not need to be that way now. You know too much. You can't go back. You do not have to go back to believing. It does not take pain in order to have joy.
I see that now.
But it does require something to cause you to make a decision. And all we're asking, and there is such love here for you, all that we are asking is that you just ask for a little more satisfaction in the choices you're making with your thoughts, and a little less dissatisfaction in the choices you're making with your thoughts. And with that little piece of knowledge, and this new piece of profound desire that is within you, things are going to be different for you as a result. We've enjoyed it more than we can explain with words. The satisfaction that we feel at your willingness to participate in this body, and your willingness to participate in this forum, and your willingness to hang in there with us on this leading edge with conversation that is about vibration, not about manifestation, lets us know that you are ready to be ready to be ready to be ready. Make no mistake about it. Your manifestations are going to blossom fully into your experience. This is not about being happy with a vibrational reality instead of happy with a reality. We want all of that for you. We just want you to realize that the majority